Hey folks, Shadeslay here. How are you doing? Crikey, it has been a long time since I last uploaded anything to the channel, and that's because every time I start something new, that crazy little thing called life just seems to get in the way. And it's not great. I don't know if this is going to be the start of a little bit of a comeback, hopefully. I've got quite a lot of ideas for things that I'd like to do, and quite a lot of things lined up. So we shall see. But today we're going to jump into Hearthstone. It's been a long time, and we're going to see if we can open some new card packs. Now I've got quite a few that I need to open, so it could be interesting to see what comes out of them. Now way back at the beginning of summer, Blizzard released their new game mode, Tavern Brawl, and that has been a whole lot of fun. For 4 days each week there's a brand new game mode. And yeah, it's been really interesting, really refreshed the game as far as I'm concerned, because you can do your daily quests in Tavern Brawl, and that just makes it a little bit more fun. Often, you know, they're quite random, but also a lot of fun to play. But then, about 2 weeks ago, at the beginning of September, crikey no, 3 weeks ago now, they also released their latest expansion, the Grand Tournament, and that featured 132 new cards. And those cards, 82 new class cards amongst those. There's 9 for each class, including 1 legendary, except for Hunter, which got 10 new cards, including 2 legendaries. And then also on top of that you've got some kind of general cards as well. So you've got 22 commons, 9 rares, 9 epics and 10 legendaries that are across all classes. Now I've been saving up my in-game currency since it came out. Just you know, the gold you earned from doing the daily quests. So I've got 28 packs of cards there to open, so hopefully we'll get some interesting new ones. Also included in the expansion, if we take a look at our quest log, you'll see at the top here we've got this ranked chest. This is a new mechanic that's been added onto ranked play, the Shield Bearer's Footlocker. And at the end of each ranked play season, so generally at the end of each month, you're able to open your ranked play chest. And the chest gives you a reward based on your highest level achieved in ranked play that month. So you can see at the moment, not that great, mine's level 16, but obviously if you keep playing, then the lower or higher you get your rank, then the better the reward you'll get at the end of the month. And as far as I'm concerned, that's really kind of changed ranked play, because sometimes before, you know, it was just a little bit soulless, and this now gives you something, a bit more of an incentive, I guess, to work towards. And it also means that if you're quite new to the game and don't necessarily have a massive card pool, you know, I think it gives you kind of gold cards which you can disenchant and obviously get the dust to then craft some better decks. So yeah, a really nice mechanic. Also, they've introduced kind of 2 new card mechanics as well. So Inspire, which does something whenever you use your hero power, and that's something I've really wanted to see for quite a long time in Hearthstone, because I kind of think that, you know, hero powers were there, but there wasn't that much interaction with cards. So now you've got this Inspire mechanic. Whenever you hit your hero power, the Inspire mechanic on that particular card will activate, and that's pretty interesting. It's completely changed the way that some decks work. And then the second one is Joust, and when you've got a card that uses the Joust mechanic, what happens is it searches through each deck for a random minion, and then if yours costs more, so say, I don't know, you pull out a Boulder Fist Ogre and they pull out you know, Sludge Belcher, then you're going to win the Joust, and that means your card does something. So kind of like a battle cry effect that activates if you draw the higher card. So if we take a look then, I've got 23 packs of the Grand Tournament cards and just a handful of ordinary packs there. We're going to open these Grand Tournament ones first. I haven't opened any yet, so for the last couple of weeks while I've been saving up all my gold for these card packs, I've been failing absolutely miserably, getting destroyed by people who are playing the new cards, but hopefully that's all about to change. Hopefully we can pull some decent cards out of these. Now I've seen people opening 50 and 100 packs and you know, getting lots and lots of duplicates, but also only picking up 1 or 2 legendaries. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I've certainly got a little bit of a wish list, so you know, we'll see what comes out. I think there's a general card, just a card, True Heart. He's a 6/3, and his battle cry upgrades your hero power. So one of the things now is you can get an upgraded hero power. For example, your mage, your Fire Blast does, instead of 1 damage, it can now do 2. So that's a really nice one. We'd like to see that come out if possible. But that would be one legendary, you know, not too much to ask, hopefully. There's a Druid legendary, Aviana, a 5/5, and it reduces the cost of all of your minions to 1 while it's on the board. So you know, you can play that, and then you know, there's great mechanics you can use that with to get out lots of cheap minions. There's a Paladin card that looks really fun that's called the Murloc Knight. It's a 3/4, and it uses the new Inspire mechanic to summon a random Murloc for you. So yeah, you know, that would be quite a fun one. See if we can get that one come out. Mysterious Challenger, a 6/6, and its battle cry is to put 1 of each of your secrets onto the battlefield, and that's a Paladin card. Now I've seen some really interesting decks made with that particular card. It's a little bit gimmicky, but quite a lot of fun as well. So that would be quite a cool one to get, I think. There is a Priest card, Confessor Peltrus, a 5/4, and when you inspire it, it gives you a random legendary. So any of these cards would be quite interesting, you know, to see if we can get them come out of these packs. So let's get underway. 23 Grand Tournament cards to open.
For a day of the most impressive jousting, eye-popping sideshows, and the mightiest combat
Okay,
ever
so what have we got? Oh, I don't even want to tap these. Okay, let's go. There's a rare to start with. That's got to be a good sign. Knight of the Wild. Whenever you summon a beast, reduce the cost of this card by 1. That's a Druid card. Shaman card, Ancestral Knowledge. Draw 2 cards. Overload 2. Seems alright. Lance Carrier. Give a friendly minion +2 attack. That could be quite good for trading up. Here we go. Seal of Champions for the Paladin. Give a minion +3 attack and Divine Shield. I've been coming up against quite a lot of those in the Paladins that I've played over the last week, so it's good to get my hands on one. And a Wrathguard as well for Warlock. Whenever this minion takes damage, also deal that damage to your hero. And that would be a really good one actually for this week's Tavern Brawl, which is called Underdog Rules. And yeah, low health. If you've got lower health than your opponent, then you get to summon a random minion to join your side. Okay, let's open the next one. How are we doing? Another rare? That's 2 rares, both times the first card. Ball of Spiders. Summon 3 1/1 web spinners. This has been quite interesting. I've seen a few people play this in kind of gimmicky decks. Not seen it too much in kind of normal games, but I think it's got good potential. You might say, well, a web spinner, you know, doesn't seem like great value, but actually it gives you 3 beasts on the board, and also, of course, when they die, you're going to get random beasts from them. So if you're playing a kind of beast hunter, then that is quite an option, I think. Brave Archer. If your hand is empty, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. I guess that's alright for a face hunter. Doesn't look particularly great. 4-drop, Evil Heckler. 5/4 with Taunt. Again, I prefer the stats the other way around. Not too bad. Not massively excited about it. 2-drop, Demon Fuse for Warlock. Give a demon 3/3 and give your opponent a mana crystal. Kind of following on the themes of all of the Warlock cards. Warlock giveth and Warlock taketh away. And what else? A 7-drop 5/9. A Captured Jawmonger. Gives you another option, I guess, for a beast. You know, not too bad. That's the opposite stat line, I think, to the Core Hound. I think that's a 9/5. Yeah, not too bad. Nothing to get too excited about yet, though. Let's keep opening these packs. Oh, didn't get a rare in the first one. That's another Ancestral Knowledge. One of the things is, I guess we're going to get quite a lot of dust from disenchanting our extra cards. There's our rare. Battle Cry. Deal 3 damage to this minion. I don't rate that one too much, unless you're playing a a priest potentially. I don't see too much value in that. And there we go, we've got the Flame Lance for the mage as well, which is kind of like a Pyroblast, but only damages minions. Deal 8 damage to a minion, and not too bad either for a 5 cost. Down the bottom then, Frigid Snowball, spell damage +1. 6 health means that, I guess if you're playing a kind of spell deck, that's going to stay around for a little bit. 6 drops, especially kind of in that mid-game, a little bit more difficult to get rid of. And a bear trap as well, which is one of the new traps, one of the new secrets for the hunter. After your hero is attacked, summon this 3/3 bear with taunt. That's not bad at all really, a 3/3 with taunt for 2 mana, that's pretty reasonable. Let's keep opening these packs. 20 Grand Tournament packs left to open. King's Defender, that's a new warrior weapon. Battle Cry, if you have a minion with taunt, gain 1 durability. So that's a 3/2 weapon, that's a 3-drop. A Wild Walker, a 4-drop for the druid. Battle Cry, give a friendly beast +3 health. Yeah, not so bad, not so bad. I guess if you're playing a deck with lots of beasts in, that could be pretty handy. Let's keep going. Silverhand Regent. Here we go. Here's one of these cards with a new Inspire mechanic. When you use your hero power, summon a 1/1 Silverhand Recruit. So in fact, when you use your hero power now for a paladin, you'd be summoning 2 1/1 Silverhand Recruits. So potentially pretty good. Let's keep going. There we go, Murloc Knight. That was one of the cards that I was hoping we might get. I don't know particularly how useful it is, but certainly it looks like a lot of fun to play with. And when you use your hero power, you summon a random Murloc. So that makes the Murloc Paladin an interesting option. And yeah, I could see myself having a little bit of a play around with that at some point soon. Last one, Tuskar Totemic. Battlecry, summon any random totem. Now, as far as I understand it, that's anything with the totem keyword. So that could be any of the standard Shaman totems, or it could be any of the kind of special ones that you get from the class cards. So a little bit random. It could literally be anything. Okay, next pack. What have we got in here? Kaboom! Let's have a look. Silent Knight, Stealth, Divine Shield, 2/2 for 3. Yeah, it's alright. It's really the Inspire cards that I'm quite interested in seeing come out. There we go, Orgrimmar Aspirant, Inspire. Give your weapon +1 attack. I can see that being useful. 3/3 for 3, not that bad. And it has that nice Inspire mechanic on it as well, if you're playing a warrior. Another Rothguard, we've seen him already. Oh, here we go. Here is our first legendary. And it's not something that I was particularly fussed about, but actually, having a look at it. Anubarak. Death Rattle, return this to your hand and summon a 4/4 Nerubian. Now that's actually not a bad card for a rogue at all. Sure, it doesn't have great health, but unless they can silence it, then that's going straight back into your hand, leaving a 4/4 Nerubian behind, and then of course you can play it next turn. So one of the things that we've seen a little bit more in this expansion is some persistent cards, so that's quite an interesting one. Hopefully you get a chance to play around with that. And a rare too, Knight of the Wild. Whenever you summon a beast, reduce the cost of this card by 1. So you can see another kind of beast focus card for the druid, and obviously if you've got lots of beasts in your deck, as you bring them out, if you've got that one in your hand, that's going to be reducing the cost of it. I don't know if that works when it's in your deck. It may well do, so that's something I'll have to try out. Right, next one. 18 packs left. Crap. It's going to take a little while to get through these. Warhorse Trainer. Your Silverhand recruits have +1 attack, and that's a 2/4 for 3. Not so bad though. If you've got lots of Silverhand recruits out on the board, that certainly gives you an option to trade up. Pit Fighter, 5/6 for 5, fairly standard. 4-drop for all classes. Tournament Medic, Inspire, restore 2 health to your hero. That's an interesting one, and you can probably use that with in conjunction with quite a few cards in the priest deck. Not too sure about the stat line on it, 1/8, but I guess the challenge is to try and keep it on the board as long as possible, and just to get that kind of sustainability out of it as you use your Inspire. Certainly, if you use that kind of along with the priest power, then you're going to be restoring 4 health each turn. That's not too shabby. Tuskar Totemic again, summon any random totem, and a rare. That's going to be our Darnassus Aspirant again. Oh no, this is the first one we've had of these. This is the new card. Battlecry, gain an empty mana crystal, and Death Rattle, lose a mana crystal. So kind of something for those Druid ramp decks, and yeah, a bit of an interesting mechanic. Certainly if you get it out nice and early, then it's going to give you that extra mana crystal, but you're going to lose it when it dies. So I guess the thing is to leave it out long enough that you can actually take advantage of that to get some presence on the board. Okay, 17 packs left. Let's see what's in this one. Let's open them all. What have we got? Muckler's Champion. Give your other minions 1/1. That's a beast. So when you use your Inspire, use your hero power, that's going to give your other minions 1/1. That's not bad. That could be quite good with a Zoo deck. With your Druid Beast deck, for example, that's a beast itself. That could be quite reasonable. Another Tournament Medic, Ice Rager, a 5/2 for 3. Not too sure about that. Another Tuskar, and a Saboteur, Battlecry. Your opponent's hero power costs 5 more next turn. And again, this is one of those cards that's been designed to interact with the kind of hero powers. I can see that being useful maybe in some circumstances. I don't quite know what. I guess if your opponent's upgraded their hero power, then that could come in handy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. Let's keep blitzing through these then. What's next? What have we got? There's our rare. Okay, a Fearsome Doomguard. That's a 6/8 demon for 7. Yeah, 6/8 demon for 7 mana. Again, it just gives you some more kind of demon options in your Warlock deck. We've got a Shadowpan Rider. Combo, gain 3 attack. That's obviously a rogue card. That's not bad, so that's a 6/7 for 5. If you can play it as part of the combo. That's reasonable, I guess. Bone Guard Lieutenant, Inspire, gain +1 health. Yeah, reasonable for a 2-drop, I suppose. It certainly gives you another option if you think about kind of some of the 2-drops you might play. You know, you've got things like your Knife Juggler. You might decide that you want to play around a bit more with the Inspire mechanic and put these in your deck instead. Ogrimmar Aspirant, give your weapon +1 attack. We've seen that already. And Knight of the Wild. Yep, that's a repeat too. So we've got a couple of these cards. I expect we are going to get some more duplicates though as we go through. Hey, there we go. We've got an epic there and a rare. Ancestral Knowledge. We've seen Thunder Bluff Valiant. Give your totems +2 attack when you Inspire. That's a pretty good one. I can see that going into my Shaman deck pretty much straight away. Clockwork Knight. Battlecry. Give a friendly mech 1/1. Yeah, not bad. A 5/5 for 5. But yeah, something I can see going into some mech decks, certainly. Magnetor Alpha. That's a warrior card. Also damages the minions next to whomever he attacks. I can see that being pretty good. It's a 5/3 though. Yeah, not so bad. I guess it's pretty good for board clearing if you can keep it alive. And Demon Fuse again. We've seen that one already. Let's keep going. More to open. Let's see if we can get another legendary before we run out of these new packs. That'd be nice. Quite like to get maybe that priest card, the Confessor Paltrus. That wouldn't be bad. Here we go. That's a priest card. Not the one we were looking for, but that's Flash Heal. Restore 5 health for 1. That's not bad. Another 1-drop. Brave Archer. We've seen that one already. Here's a rare. Competitive Spirit. This is one of the new secrets for the Paladin. When your turn starts, give your minions 1/1. So you want to be playing that when you've got quite a lot on your board. Preferably, I guess, quite a few of your Silverhand recruits. Gadgets and Jouster. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, gain 1/1. So this is one of the new Joust cards. There's your Joust mechanic. So each deck reveals a minion, and like it says, if yours costs more, then this card gets 1/1. So that's going to make it a 2/3 for 1. You know, that's not too bad. But I'm not too sure about this Joust mechanic. I'm not sure how it works out. You want to be playing it maybe in some kind of Druid ramp decks. You want to kind of balance the probability that you're going to be getting, you know, a deck with, you know, much more weighted towards the late game with the higher drops, I think. Because if you just play it in a deck with a fairly normal curve, then, you know, you're only going to get probably 50-50 odds on the Joust being successful, and that's probably a little bit too random in some cases. Gadget and Jouster, another one of those. Here's a rare. That's going to be Power Shot. That's a new Hunter card. Deal 2 damage to a minion and minions next to it. Nice bit of board clearance there. Holy Champion. Whenever a character is healed, gain 2 attack. I can see that being useful in a priest deck. Another rare, Shady Dealer. If you have a pirate, gain 1/1. Is a pirate deck a thing now? I'm not sure. But certainly if people are maybe looking for kind of gimmicky pirate decks, then that's an option. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's quite valid. Oh, and here we go, King's Elec. That's another Joust card. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, draw it. So that's another 3/2 for 2. And again, slightly different mechanic, this time using the Joust mechanic, and includes card draw. But it's not reliable card draw. Keep going, what's next? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we've got another epic there. Start off, we've got an Undercity Valiant. Combo, deal 1 damage. Yeah, another 3/2 for 2. Sparring Partner, Taunt, Battlecry. Give a minion Taunt. Can see that being pretty useful. Arcane Blast for a mage. Deal 2 damage to a minion. This spell gets double bonus from spell damage. So if you've got +1 spell damage on the board, then that's going to give you +2. So that'll be 4 damage. That's not bad at all for a 1-drop. Pretty good. Another Undercity Valiant, and Dragonhawk Rider. Inspire. Gain Wind Fury this turn. And I've come up against that one once or twice as well, while I've been playing over the last few weeks. And yeah, it's got the better of me a couple of times. Not bad at all. Keep going. Kaboom. Right. So we've got one rare in there. We've got another Tuskar, Totem Golem. That's a totem, Overload 1, 3/4. So that's one of those totems that can be summoned by the Tuskar. Healing Wave. I've come up against this in a few chamois decks I've been up against. Restore 7 health. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, restore 14 instead. So actually using the Joust mechanic again. And crikey, I got a Shaman down to about 1 health last week. You know, he had nothing on the board, and I thought, you know, I've got this in the bag. And then he pulled out a Healing Wave, restored 14 health, and it all went down the hill very, very quickly. Another Flash Heal for the Priest, and Seal of Champions for a Paladin. So we've got a couple of those now. They can probably go into our Paladin deck. Keep going, 10 more packs to open. Can we pull another Legendary out? That would be really nice. It's another of those Dragonhawk Riders. Shadowpan Rider. Lots of riders. There's our rare. Another Healing Wave. Starting to see some of these cards come out a few times now. I think that's about the 4th Tuskar we've picked up. What's the last one? Another Ice Rager, 5/2 for 3. Don't think there's anything too exciting in that one. Nothing we haven't seen already. Come on, there's a few cards I'd really like to see, but we'll have to hope. There we go. We've seen that one once before. Give a friendly beast 3 health. Another Dragonhawk Rider. I think that's the 3rd. Pit Fighter. Yeah, I think that's the 3rd of those as well. Here's a rare. Effigy. New secret for a mage. When a friendly minion dies, summon a random minion with the same cost. That's really good if you can get something with a nice high mana cost. Get it used on that. Can transform into well, all manner of things. So definitely one for the mage deck. And a Warhorse Trainer again. Your Silverhand recruits have +1 attack. Keep going. Come on, what have we got? Just the one rare. We've got another Murloc Knight there. Fantastic. We've got Bolster for a warrior. That's the first time we've seen that one, I think. Give your Taunt minions +2/+2. Armoured Warhorse, that's a first as well. Reveal a minion in each deck. So again, using the charge mechanic. And if yours costs more, gain charge. We've seen that Priest card. And then you've got the 9-drop North Sea Kraken. Battlecry, deal 4 damage. And I've seen a few of those in play. Not too bad. Quite a reasonable 9-drop if you've got nothing better. Let's crack on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, another pit fighter. Far too many pit fighters, but never mind. A Lance Carrier. We saw that one right at the beginning. There we go. Tuskar Jouster. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, restore 7 health to your hero. So that's another of those joust mechanics. Then you've got another Silverhand Regent. I think we had one of those before. And an Argent Horse Rider, Charge and Divine Shield. I guess that's not too bad for a little bit of early clearance. 6 more Grand Tournament packs to open. What have we got here? Maiden of the Lake. So this is one of those cards that interacts with your hero power again and reduces your hero power cost to just 1. You've got a Spell Slinger. Add a random spell to each player's hand. Again, a little bit random, but why not? Another Ancestral Knowledge, another Frigid Snowball. Oh, and the new Polymorph card as well for the mage. Transform a minion into a 4/2 boar with charge. Now that's really interesting because there are a couple of different possibilities for playing that I've seen. So you can use it to kind of obviously give one of your own minions charge, or to give one of your own minions a higher stat line and then run it into something. Or you can use it on an enemy minion to reduce its health to 2 and then make it easier for you to take out. So yeah, lots of options for how to play that one. Keep going, 5 more packs to open, and then we'll probably open those handful of ordinary ones as well, see if there's anything interesting in there. A Totem Golem, we've seen that before. Clockwork Knight, yep. Wild Walker, North Sea Kraken, and Convert, that's a new one for a priest. Put a copy of an enemy minion in your hand. I really like this one actually. So if someone plays, say, Ragnaros, you know, you've got the 8/8 on the board, and then you can use Convert to get yourself one as well for just 2 mana. And then, you know, if you're up to 10, turn 10, then you can play it straight away, or you could play it next turn. You know, you've got options. Let's see what else. 4 packs left. What's this going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brave Archer, Tournament Medic, Ball of Spiders, another one of those, Demon Fuse, and Holy Champion. I think we've seen all of those come out so far. Starting to get quite a few repeats now. I think we're only going to get the 1 legendary, unfortunately, but you never know. Still these last 3 packs to open. There's a rare, Saboteur. Yep, we've had that one. Ooh. A new epic, Confuse. Ha! That's an interesting card for a priest. Swap the attack and health of all minions. So, yeah, I could see some interesting things coming out of that. It would certainly confuse me. A new Druid card, following on with the kind of Druid theme of being able to choose one or the other. Druid of the Sabre. Transform to gain charge, or 1/1 and stealth. So that becomes a 3/2 for 2, but with stealth, or a 2/1 with charge. What's the last one? Argent Horse Rider. I've seen one of those. Looks like we're only getting the 1 legendary out of these packs, but, you know, that was kind of to be expected. Like I said, I've seen people open about 50 packs and only get kind of 2 or 3 out of them, so, you know, not too fussed. Here we go, that's an interesting one that I was hoping I might pick up. The Savage Combatant. It's a Druid card, Inspire. Give your hero +2 attack this turn. So if you think your hero power gives you 1 attack and 1 armour, if you've got this card on the board, that's going to give you an extra 2 attack. So that's 3 attack and 1 armour. That's not bad, and can be useful for kind of clearing down some minions. Ice Rager we've seen, I think. Lowly Squire, Inspire, gain 1 attack. Not too fussed about that one. I mean, it's only a 1-drop. I'm not quite sure, you know, how useful that's going to be because it's got such low health. And oh, almost the opposite, the Bone Guard Lieutenant. Right, here we go. The last Grand Tournament pack. Let's see what's in this. Ooh, what's it going to be? Boom, 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 boom. Ah, there we go. Just the one rare. That's a new one though. Void Crusher. Inspire. Destroy a random minion for each player. Does that include the Void Crusher? I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look and see. But yeah, typical Warlock card. That's a demon. That seems quite interesting. So really, be interesting to see how that gets played. A new Pirate as well. For the Rogue, whenever you equip a weapon, give it +1 attack. I guess that's not a bad 1-drop if you can get that out before you play a weapon. Holy Champion we've seen. Seal of Champions we've had a couple of. Spellslinger, I think we've seen that as well. So, there we go. You know, that was, what, 23 packs? So, in theory, you know, about 5 cards in each, 115 odd new cards. But I suspect that we're going to be getting quite a few duplicates that we can then burn down into dust. Let's quickly just open these 5 ordinary packs as well, just see if there's anything interesting in these. Don't think so. Nothing too exciting. Let's keep going. No, nothing new that I haven't got there. I've not got the whole set of basic cards, so you never know. There is a possibility that something will come out of these. Yeah, nothing too exciting. 2 more to go. Yeah, all pretty standard stuff. 1 more. There we are, and again, just the 1 rare, Questing Adventurer. Well, there we go. So we've opened, what, about 28 packs of cards there, 23 Grand Tournament packs, and 5 just ordinary ones as well that we had lying around. Let's have a quick look at the collection. Crikey, look at all those new cards. And if we take a look at crafting and see how much dust we're going to get for disenchanting, 250. So that will get us 1 or 2 of the cards that we didn't get. Perhaps that'll be enough for the Mysterious Challenger for our Paladin deck. That's the one that puts 1 of each of your secrets onto the battlefield. So let's disenchant those. There we go, 395 dust, not too shabby at all. Well, I'm going to leave it there for now, folks. Hopefully I will record a little bit more. I might try and record some Tavern Brawl, because you get some really interesting games playing that. Some quite fun games. You kind of see some completely new kind of play styles and mechanics come out of it, because a lot of it's just really, really random, but also, yeah, good fun. So yeah, we will see how it goes. In the meantime, I'm going to leave it there though. Until next time, I've been Shadeslay. Bye for now.